It was supposed to be just another morning. Mary rushing around the tiny kitchen. Then, it happens. One careless slip on the damp tile. A sudden crack. Pain like fire shoots through her wrist. For a moment, the world freezes. The cereal boxes, the dripping faucet, the cluttered counters, they all fade. All that remains is her face twisted in shock, her body crumpled on the floor. And in that single second, her fragile world shatters. For someone living paycheck to paycheck, this isn't just a broken bone. It's the kind of break that cracks open every fear. No work, no income, no way to provide. Her son's breakfast burns in the pan as Mary lies there, realizing this fall will cost more than her wrist. It may cost everything. Hospitals are supposed to bring healing, but for Mary, they bring only more weight. She sits on the sterile exam table, her face pale, eyes filled with restrained tears. The doctor is kind, gentle, wrapping her wrist in a cast, but Mary can't focus on the pain in her bones. She's staring past the doctor at her son in the waiting room, her little boy clutching her purse, his wide eyes fixed on her with silent fear. And then the bill comes, $500, just for today, $500 that she does not have. She forces a brave smile for Noah, as if everything is fine, but inside, her chest is caving in. Painkillers numb her wrist, but nothing numbs the ache of knowing she has to choose between healing her body and keeping her lights on. Back home, the silence is heavier than words. Mary sits slumped on the couch, her arm propped on a pillow, exhaustion written across her face. Noah tiptoes into the kitchen, pulling open the fridge. The cold light spills onto shelves that are nearly bare, an almost empty carton of milk, a single jar of peanut butter, stale bread. He swallows hard. He's only 10, but in that moment, he feels older than his years. He tries to make sandwiches with clumsy hands, fighting back tears, glancing back at his mother who forces a weak smile she doesn't feel. The fridge door closes, leaving only darkness inside. That empty fridge is more than just food missing. It's hope missing, security missing. For Mary and Noah, hunger isn't just about stomachs growling. It's about the fear of tomorrow, the shame of not having enough, and the desperate question, how long can they hold on like this? The phone rings, slicing through the silence. Mary answers, her voice trembling. On the other end, her boss speaks without hesitation, without warmth. "We can't hold your spot without pay." The words are sharp, final, unforgiving. Mary's face crumples as she whispers into the receiver, trying to plead, trying to explain. But it doesn't matter. The decision is made. She is replaceable, disposable. She sets the phone down, her casted hand shaking, her heart breaking. And in the doorway stands Noah. He heard every word. His eyes are wide, not with fear, but with determination. He doesn't say a thing, but his silence speaks volumes. He has seen enough. He knows what he has to do. For the first time, the child begins to think like a parent, because the parent he loves is crumbling under a weight she cannot carry alone. The next day, Noah is outside, pushing a plastic toy mower across a neighbor's uneven lawn. The sun beats down, sweat dripping down his small face. His arms ache, his sneakers slip in the grass, but he keeps going. A dog runs up, knocking him over, but he jumps back to his feet. This isn't play, this is survival. With every push of that toy mower, Noah is fighting to protect his mom. To put food in the fridge, to bring a little light into a home sinking in shadows. He's just a boy, but he's carrying the burden of a man. And even when no one is watching, even when his knees scrape and his muscles burn, he doesn't stop. Because love gives him a strength no child should have to find. And though the neighbors may see just a boy mowing grass, Noah knows he is fighting for his family. The laundry basket is overflowing. Mary tries to manage it one-handed, clothes tumbling to the floor. She winces as the pain shoots through her arm. Before she can stop him, Noah rushes in. "I got this, Mom," he says. He tries, but he's small, clumsy. Too much soap spills into the washer, bubbles spilling out like a flood. Soon, the tiny apartment fills with foam. Mary wants to laugh, but instead she feels her heart break. Her son shouldn't be the one taking care of her. He shouldn't be drowning in chores, drowning in responsibility, drowning in adulthood before he's ready. The bubbles pop one by one, but behind them lies a truth that doesn't go away. This child is sacrificing his childhood just to keep their fragile world from falling apart. And Mary knows no amount of soap can wash away that kind of pain. Late afternoon, Noah sits at the old laptop typing how to cook easy meals. The screen flickers, then dark. The internet's been cut off. He stares at the black screen, heart racing. Mary watches from the couch, her costed arm resting on a pillow, her eyes filled with worry she can't hide. She knows what this means. Another bill unpaid, another door slammed shut. Noah bites his lip, blinking fast to stop the tears. He doesn't want his mom to see, but she already knows. In that dim apartment, with the silence pressing in, both of them feel the same crushing weight. The world outside is quiet, but inside Mary's head, the noise is deafening. She lies awake, staring at the ceiling, her mind racing through unpaid bills, empty cupboards, and a future she can't control. She wants to cry, but she doesn't. She can't. Not when her son needs her to be strong. Then, she feels a small hand. Noah sneaks into the room, his little face illuminated by the moonlight. He tucks the blanket gently around her, whispering, "It's okay, Mom. We'll be okay." Her chest tightens. A child comforting the parent, a role reversed. Mary turns her head, blinking back tears, and places her good hand over his. It's a quiet moment, a small act of love. But in this home where everything feels broken, that whisper is the only glue holding her together. For tonight, it's enough. For tonight, they have each other. A cardboard sign reads, "Yard sale." Their driveway is lined with boxes, toys and clothes memories stacked for strangers to take. Noah tries to haggle with neighbors over his favorite action figures, his voice shaking. Rain begins to fall, soaking the cardboard, blurring the ink. Buyers walk away, uninterested. Mary scrambles to cover the items, her cast useless, frustration rising in her throat. Her son's toys, his childhood treasures, laid out for the world to sear, reduced to a few dollars. Just when the storm feels endless, a stranger appears. Rebecca, a woman passing by, stops at their sale. She chats kindly, her voice soft, her eyes warm. Then, she hands Mary extra cash, more than what the items are worth. Mary tries to refuse, but Rebecca insists. Noah watches closely, his small chest rising with hope. For the first time in days, Mary feels seen. She feels human again. Not invisible, not forgotten, not disposable. Just a mother, just a woman, worth kindness. At school, Noah can't focus. His teacher notices. The note comes home. Noah is distracted. He hands it to Mary, his lips trembling, tears spilling down his cheeks. He confesses what he's been hiding, that the stress, the hunger, the weight of it all is breaking him too. Mary pulls him close, hugging him tight with her one good arm. She whispers apologies, whispering love, whispering promises she's not sure she can keep. His little shoulders shake as he buries his face into her chest. And in that moment, Mary realizes this battle isn't just hers. The burden has already spilled onto him. He is just a boy, yet the world has demanded so much. She strokes his hair, whispering again, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. For the broken wrist, for the broken fridge, for the broken dreams, and most of all, for the broken childhood he never asked for." Desperation pushes Noah further than most children ever dream. He borrows a phone, sits cross-legged on the floor, and types slowly, carefully, "Help my mom, it's a GoFundMe." His small hands tremble as he uploads a photo, writes the truth of their struggle, and hits post. The living room is dim, shadows swallowing the corners, but the glow of that tiny screen lights up his face. It's not just a post, it's a cry for help, a plea to strangers for compassion. Mary walks in, sees what he's doing. She should stop him, but she can't. Instead, she kneels beside him, her good hand resting gently on his shoulder. Because she knows he shouldn't have to do this, but he's doing it out of love, out of survival. At first, Noah is hopeful. A few clicks, a few shares, but soon the comments roll in. Lazy parent, get a real job, cruel words that cut deeper than any wound. Noah stares at the screen, his small hands shaking, his chest tight with shame. Mary rushes over, pulling him close, shielding him from the hateful words. She whispers, "Don't look, baby. Don't listen." But he already has. The damage is done. His eyes, once bright with hope, now fill with tears. Mary rocks him gently, her heart shattering into pieces. Poverty is cruel, but judgment is crueler. The world doesn't see their sleepless nights, their empty fridge, their endless fight. They only see weakness where there is courage, laziness where there is love. And in that moment, Mary wishes she could wrap not just her arm, but the whole world around her boy to protect him from the cruelty he never deserved. Time passes, slowly, painfully, but with change. Mary sits in physiotherapy, her wrist slowly healing. The pain lingers, but so does her determination. At home, Noah has fallen into new routines, folding laundry, sweeping floors, doing his homework with quiet focus. And then, a knock at the door. Neighbors, members of the community bringing food, offering help, a warm casserole, a smile, a kind word. For once, their little apartment fills not with silence and despair, but with the aroma of meals made with love. Weeks later, the cast is almost off. The bills aren't gone, the struggle isn't over, but something has changed. Mary and Noah sit together on their worn couch, sharing ice cream straight from the carton, laughing. The room is still small, still cluttered, but the laughter fills every corner, making it feel like home again. A family photo rests on the table beside them, a reminder of everything they've endured, everything they've survived. The world may not have given them much, but it hasn't taken the one thing that matters most: their bond. Unshakable, unbroken. In Mary's eyes, Noah is no longer just her son. He is her strength, her reason, her hope. And in Noah's eyes, Mary isn't just his mom. She is his hero. Together, against every storm, every struggle, every heartbreak, they laugh. Because love in the end is what keeps them alive.